Well, hello and welcome to episode two. Of the season, I suppose. I've done a few episodes, but this is game week one, okay, and it's the 15th of August. This is Tuesday, and the fallout from game week one, and finally the Gurus got off to a mega terrific start. Delighted, a good mock. Um, I'm going to keep it under wraps. You'll have to watch later on. I'm going to go into my strategy for game week two, which we all know about. The Salah and TAA and Luis Diaz and Darwin and the whole lot. They have Bournemouth in week two at home. And of course, Newcastle are taking Man City on away in Manchester. And there's some tricky games. United will be facing Tottenham. Um, my former team. Although I am wearing the shirt tonight, I have loads of shirts after 20 years of Sport and Spurs. Season ticket holder again after a 2-year hiatus. And yeah, recently back to United, back to my childhood club. But less about that at the minute. It's an evolution. I'm on an evolution. So welcome to FPL Top Dogs, Ballyhaunis, and I'll be taking you through what's been going on in the Christy Nicholson Pub League, Fancy League, the King of the Travellers, and I'm really happy. I have a clear vision from last year, looking at last year. I got lost in all the influencers. I was on top of about 4 or 5 fantasy scouts, the Premier League official podcast, Andy from Let's Talk, FPL mate. Oh God, both talk about smarmy. Um, it, no offense, everyone's trying to do their thing. Okay, God bless everybody. Okay, I don't mean to be derogatory, but I've just had my fill of going down that road with the influencers. I picked a template that was quite close to the real template, but I went off that in the end. So I'll be sure, at least I have a clear vision. And last year I panicked. I got lost and I had all my chips nearly done by game week 5. But this time I'm really happy. Got loads of money in the bank, got lots of outs. And this time I'm going to go watching people and stalking. And I'm not going to do anything too drastic. And if they want, I'm going to be the king of boring. If that takes me to get back in the top 10 FPL top dogs and finish something a minuscule higher than 2.1 million, which was horrendous compared to a 330,000, my worst finish in all these years since I've been playing it. So without further ado, let's get going and see what we have. We'll share the screen and let's see what we'll go straight. Well, I'm going to go into my plan, which is to keep an eye on last year's winner of the Christy Nicholson, which was Rory Harford. I'm going to keep an eye on Joey Commando Neenan, and I'm going to keep an eye on Andy from Let's Talk FPL. I'll have their teams up in a minute, and I'll be running the rule over them and what's been going on. Their first team lineup of game week one. It's very exhilarating, fascinating to watch. We have cup. I think there's cup action tonight. There's league stuff. The Spanish ladies bet Sweden 2-1 in the semi-finals, and tomorrow is England versus Australia, and then we'll get the final probably on Saturday. Danilo of Rangers misses an open goal. Yeah, Premier League table doesn't come up. Just having a quick look. There's nothing much. EFL, all the EFL action. Yeah, okay, forget about that. Okay, ended up 76 points. I'll really take that. 1.451, 1,415,000. I'll take that. There's nothing in it. I've been looking at the Christy Nick. There's only points between, I think there's can't really say too much about it yet. Only 8.8 million players at this stage, which is shocking. There's something going wrong here in FPL. I think a lot of people have got disillusioned from last year with Haaland and the template, and it's going to be the same bore fest again. I've been looking at Sun Dream Team, and they've really souped it up. It's a mix now between the Qatar FIFA.com from last year and FPL, and they've kept virtually nothing of the old Sun Dream Team. They've even took away, I think, the Sun Dream Team 5 points you get for the man of the match. Even that system's gone, but they have 3 chips. I explained that in an episode, my last episode. If you want to watch that, it's a little bit of FPL at the beginning, how I start my team for game week 1, but the other 20 minutes is how to play the Sun. I think it's going down by storm. And week 2, I can't see this getting up to 11.4 million that we had last time. So I think this is a sign of the times here that I think if you're well in on top of this FPL, you're going to do very well this season. Last season, I think it's just done so many people's heads in. My head's been totally wrecked over this thing from last year, and I have to change how I play. So Gabriel, I missed out on that news with Andy from Let's Talk FPL. He heard some news from his snouts. He's got snouts and spies all over the Premier League. I don't know what to feel about this sort of information. Yeah, people who watch his show and subscribe and pay Patreon, who knows what sort of information they're getting on the sly. And he throws out a few tidbits, and the masses are hanging on his every word, but he's getting his information from somewhere, and he's getting paid money to do this. Full-time player. I'm not. I have a full-time job. I had 3 jobs at one stage. So I try to grab an evening to do some sort of a job and keep this thing going in my own sort of way. The FPL Top Dogs is our name, and we're based here in Ballyhaunis, Mayo, the west of Ireland, and the diaspora across the world at this stage. Loads of friends in Australia. I reach out to Stevie Stress and Jack the Dancer Malone over in Perth, and Faceman Luigi Healy over there in Sydney, and loads of people gone away. And I'm here based in London, if you want to know. I'll be going to the game against United, of course, and come on United. I was there in April last year, then the 2-2. Onana, absolute star of the show for me, absolutely thrilled. He was the only player that I could gain any points with Joey Neenan, and I was praying for that clean sheet. And for me, he is the mock-up hero that I've done a mock on. What's his name again? Andre Onana. Okay, Andre Onana. So yeah, Andy got the information about Gabriel. I don't know what in God's name. He heard something is on the bench and threw in Saliba. Saliba missed out on the clean sheet but got an assist. So it's a technical win there, 5 points against. That really put me on a downer. And then with Stones on Friday night, some sort of abductor or some back thing, I don't know. He's pulled out. I thought it'd be a no-brainer pick, but 5.5 million is locked up in this position, and that will be easy to get to a Chelsea lad. Probably more like James, because Chilwell's gone up 0.1 million, of course, to make it a bit more tricky. But I have a lot of outs in this team. Rashford's 9, Eze and Mitoma, the 2 6.5s. Now, Mbuemo scores the penalty, missed a sitter, could have had an assist as well against Spurs. Spurs are very, very open, scary open, but they attacked. So this, I've seen the Spurs before attack and then concede like confetti, and you score 2 and the other team scores 3 and then they get a 3-3-3. I've seen all that football before. Harem scarum stuff at Tottenham, mark my words. it will be open. And good luck to Postecoglou, of course. He's interesting. He'll make it interesting um, compared to the last two who bored the knickers off us all and made us all fall out of love with football, especially Conte ball. Absolute dreadful stuff. I think the night against I was working at Tottenham. Story time with Uncle Guru. Um, I was at Tottenham working there, waitering, and I were able to watch the game. And it was I knew after 5 minutes that I'd just be a 0-0 and no chances. And it was the worst damn squib. After that, I was done with Tottenham. All their players, the whole lot. Eric Dyer will be there until he's a pensioner. The same with Slipper Sanchez. Same with Ben Davis. Sorry about them on the log, but that's reason I decided to leave Spurs because they wouldn't leave Spurs. And now we have Harry Maguire at United, and he won't leave United. He wants a 15 million buyout release or clause that United have to pay him. Wow. Wow. What a mistake he turned out to be. So yeah, I'm delighted with that midfield. Saka is. I'm worried about Martinelli, of course, Martinelli, and I'm worried about Watkins. They're the two that Joey and Rory and Andy have over me. So I'm trying to figure out what they're going to do for next week. They're going to get Liverpool in. It's so obvious, but they don't have as much money as I have in the bank with my 4 million. And the team value's got a 0.1. How is that? I predict possibly Saka would have rose. Yeah, 8.6. Lovely jubbly. Just saw that now. I'll take that. So it's swings and roundabouts. Last year I got caught up with getting off players before they were transferred out. I remember getting off. I was worried about players and they dropped in price, but then they went on and had a good game week the following, and that just I was chasing money last year. I just broke every single rule in FPL. Well, Kabori, yeah, okay, he'll play. Moamba didn't come on. Stones, okay, he will be back. Not too happy. I'm thinking about upgrading Stones to Trent Alexander-Arnold for Bournemouth. Get that Liverpool lad in, and that will still leave me with 1.5 million in the bank, and I can upgrade Kabore to either that Axel Diaze, whatever his name is, at Chelsea, or James. Of course, everyone wants Chilwell now. He's 5.6. Because Chelsea's games are lovely games. I think Luton, they have some terrific fixtures. We'll just go in. I think mainly after game week 5. Um, 5, yeah, 5 and 6. Okay, it won't come up here. Never mind. Oh, it just. Yeah, I think that's Luton and Forest. Yeah, Luton, Forest, Bournemouth, Villa. So yeah, Chilwell. Uh, um, Look, the other day I saw the whole game last night, and I was disgusted with El Garn Crapio. Well, Garnacho, absolutely waste of time down that left. He can't be anyone. He can't cross anyone. He gets pushed off the ball. He is so wasteful. I cannot see anything in this guy whatsoever. Um, he runs around like a headless chicken, and it was such a waste seeing Rashford up front on his own, having to sometimes do a Harry Kane and go back into deep midfield to try and find some scraps. It was disastrous. And any time United looked good was when he swapped with Garnacho in the middle to go out left. Also, Casemiro was overran. I saw him pushed off the ball a few times, which was scary. And I saw him bumping into players when he should, just totally getting outfoxed. Scary stuff. Ten Hag should know about this stuff at United. Having Sancho down the left when he should be down the right. Mount should not be in the middle. He should be on the right. I would have liked to see Mount there, where out on the right, um, rather than where he was, because he hardly touched the ball. I think his statistics were zero for tackles won, shots on target, whatever. I think there's a player in there, but anyway, so I've got a lot of versatility in here. I'm going to let this go, and that's my options. Thinking about letting this guy. I don't know if he'll be back. Who knows? Will Ruben Diaz be back? He could. Who knows what Pep? Whatever. He seems to really rate this Lewis guy and Aranchi. Um, um, whatever and that guy. He loves that guy. And the new guys in there as well. I'm not even going to dare pronounce his Gavarola. Oh, who knows? I think he's a Croat. Sorry for my lack of knowledge there. But yeah, I'm going to persist with Eze. I like Eze, and it's just a gut feeling. So templately, yes, Zhao got the penalty. He missed a sitter. Matoma missed a sitter. Okay, it ended a good win there. It was a 5-4-1, 4-1. Okay. The goals were spread about in that team. And even Ferguson came on and scored something. Welbeck missed a sitter. Stupian eventually got his assist. So I think that team is not very, very far off. And I can also basically get rid of Spurs away. Rashford's got a great record. So does Fernandez. I was thinking to get rid of one of these guys, getting in Mo. If I get rid of Rashford, I'll still have 0.5 left. But then that leaves me kind of having just doing what I was doing before, is alternating between the United and the Liverpool fixtures, which is on. But I could just simply get Luis Diaz in here. But I'm not sure if Joey or Rory will get rid of either of these. They might just take a chance. So I'll be keeping a close eye on what the guys are going to do. So what's been going on here? So well, let's get up the guys' teams here. This is Andy from Let's Talk, and this is Rory's team over here. Oh, there's nothing to show. I was just trying to be a bit smart there, so this is probably have to go into. I can't believe it. Why did that happen there? Well, Joey's team, he's got Martinelli in there, and he doesn't have Watkins, as far as I'm concerned. This is Joey's team, 82. Okay, Pickford is in the template. But basically, I'm declaring, and anything that Andy's gone in from Let's Talk is the template. Good stuff. Andy's up now, and all we need is last year's winner from Lusk, Rory. Took the league by storm, and what a finish. Really stormed through at the end. Yet. So let's just have a look then. This is Rory's team, 82 and an 82, and the two of them are on this joint fixture. 464,000 is phenomenal. It's a great week. I don't know how these guys, especially Andy, is able to pick a team and just have to fly it from the get-go. He says it's simple because, oh, they're all the best players with all the best fixtures. Of course, it's going to be template, but I'm not quite buying that. So, unfortunately for Rory, he's left Chilwell on the bench. He's gone with the Gabriel job. He obviously didn't pick up on that episode, that deadline stream live, and Andy did get rid of Gabriel. He heard something to get in Saliba. Akanji in here, good shout. Well, apart from that, it's quite similar. He's gone with a more an attacking formation. Look, I like Watkins now. He's got Everton at home. Um, that's going to be scary enough now to see what Watkins can do. I can upgrade my guy Mwamba at 4.5 because I have 4 million in the bank. I can get Watkins in. I have to think about that seriously. Do I try to cover? Let's see if I do get Watkins in. Will I be covering Joey's team? I think Joey's just got there's nothing to show. Of course, there's nothing to show there. We've got Joey's team here. Not my project, Andy's. So yeah, Joey doesn't have Watkins in his team. He's just got Zhao, and I think that's the same with Andy. Andy here. Oh, Andy's got Watkins. Oh, so he doesn't have Zhao. Okay. So Andy here's got Watkins, Haaland, Udogi. So he's got the 5-man midfield. Martinelli he's got all attacking returns. Terrific week. Apart from these two, they get the 3 points. That's why I was pretty happy with Onana getting what he did because I knew that would, apart from Rory's team with Onana in there. So Rory, quite similar to Andy's in a way, a little bit different, a little bit of a twist. Saka's still there, but no Embuemo. Embuemo's going to frustrate Rory here, and he's got Watkins. So Martinelli, okay, he's got Rashford, and so the only difference there is Rory doesn't have Bueno, but he's got Zhao. So it's a kind of a tit for tat anyway, and I think that's what we're all going to try to do is to try and get one over. But we're all in and around the same sort of story. This is Joey's. So Joey's got Pickford in goal. He's got Chilwell, Estupian, Saliba. He got the Saliba move. He's got the Embuemo, Andy's Embuemo. He's got Martinelli, Saka, Rashford, and Bruno Fernandes. I hope this is Joey team. The same as Andy here. The only twist is that Joey, does he have enough money to upgrade? I think that Joey will have enough money. I think he's got a couple of million in the bank that he can upgrade Zhao to Watkins for probably game week 2 against Everton. And the more I'm thinking about it, are we watching each other? Because not everybody will have Salah, and he's went off in a huff there for that game. Klopp doesn't have a history of correcting Mo when he has a strop, so I don't think that he'll be under any doubt. But Luis Diaz, maybe Darwin Núñez will get a chance at home instead of Jota. Didn't impress so much, and Mo still on the right. But the defense is where it's at for Liverpool that they need to sort out. So yeah, it's quite similar. Botman is very, very good. I think Rory's got Botman, is he? No, no. So that's okay. Rory doesn't. This Botman is an actual great master stroke here for Joey. Oh my God, he's got a bit of Newcastle defense, and he's got an assist, and they just obliterated Villa. Baldock will play. I like the bench. He's got Joey's a better bench than Andy here. So I think if he can go now with Watkins and he can carefree and he's got a better bench. So I think he's done better than Andy. And I think Rory is very close to probably possibly having a better crack at the master himself. So that's how I'm going to play it this year. I'm going to match play it. I said this all along. I'm going match playing. Let's have a rough take of how everyone's doing in the Christy Nicholson pub league here in Ballyhaunis. The pub has closed down since, but we're carrying on the fire. The Goonie Tunes, Jackie McGoldrick, I don't know Jackie very well. And Ramsdale there, he'll be disgusted with the late goal with Forest. Again, Ramsdale does what he does best, always throw one in or concede something. It is a frustrating keeper. People were frustrated with Edison last season at Man City, with the same sort of crack, throwing goals in. But man, fair enough, brilliant stuff. Shaw, yeah, Saliba is in there. Maddison. Just looking at this, the Toonies, they have loads of Newcastle and loads of Arsenal. So 3 Arsenal, Saliba, double defense, Martinelli, no Saka, scary. Okay, Isak, a phenomenal shout for Isak and Barnes. So this guy is obviously a bit of a Toon fan. Or across Arsenal, he's got a mix of everyone. Ferguson on the bench, Stones is interesting. He will, playing in an advanced midfield position. But going forward, I'm not 100% big on this one. The Chelsea having good fixtures coming up soon. Okay, Bowen has had a good job. The Newcastle lads will be playing City, so that's another risk. A lot of people have gone off Newcastle, and to our detriment, but we have survived this game week without Newcastle. The points were pretty spread about. Barnes coming off the bench doing what he done was just phenomenal. But will he start every game? So going forward, it's not templatey at all. It's outside the box. It's really come through and worked for him. 26,000 in the world, and well done, Jackie McGoldrick there. And Dave Cunyon, very creditable 88 points. And yeah, has he gone with Salah? No, he's TAA in there. I was mooting to go with him at the beginning so I could get Salah in plus money, but I just hadn't enough to have a proper balanced team. Saka fine. So this is, I wouldn't say templatey at all. I think it's his personality in there. Odegaard's a shout. I'm not so sure, but he will score and do well. But a lot of people would have had Martinelli in there. Yeah, so look, Isak as well. That's a great shout. And I suppose Isak is worth the money. He is worth the money. I think it's only 7.5 million if I think his price will go up. This lad's from Malaysia. Not sure how he got in the league. He might have been watching one of the YouTube podcasts, but whatever, it is what it is. Steele, fine. Estupian, good players. De Bruyne is out now for about 3 or 4 months. He's done. Pep said so recently, so that's a jig around there. Cresswell wants to manufacture a move out of West Ham. He won't be playing much anymore. Leno on the bench, he'll be devastated with that. Bit unlucky there. Maddison, good shout. So again, this is not templatey. This week the template has been slightly been beaten here. Onana, Gabriel. So this is a little bit more templatey, but not well. Maddison and Eze, I suppose, and the bench is quite templatey. So there, I think you'll get the consistency with the template here. I know it's boring, but that's the way it's going. That's the way it is. 128,000 for Jerry Freely. So nice shout there. Good stuff. Obviously he's watching and he's on the ball, Jerry. Charlotte Carney, thank you for joining. Good on you, Buck. Ederson, yeah, he's getting a bit of defense there. Grealish didn't start. He would have been subbed out. I don't know what's going on with Grealish. Maddison, you can just tell Jay likes a bit of flair in his team. You got Rick Harrelson in there, which he didn't really get in that game. I don't know. He's just not going to be a 20 goal a season man now, Rick Harrelson, no matter what he does. Maddison, very, very good debut. Barnes again. So the 2 Leicester lads have just took the game week by storm. Isak as well. Yeah, all these guys have a common twist with the Newcastle, the down Newcastle, and that's where the points was. But we'll see going forward. United, nothing with United there. So if United can hit a bit of form, that's no Fernandez, no nothing with United. I think United's fixtures are just gonna go really, really good after Spurs, and Spurs is just 3 point lane for United. It's just like you're not going to lose there. Jack Malone, congratulations, phenomenal start. You did say you're going to take it by storm this year. Last year, really came on, learned an awful lot, and took it by storm. Gone with Salah, and Jack is part of our FPL draft duo team, based in Australia, both in Perth. Jack and Stevie Nolan, Knowlesy Nolan, and Jack the Dancer Malone. So yeah, congratulations, great call. Look at this now for Leno. What a shout, unbelievable. That's a kind of drafty thing. I wonder, did he have Leno on his draft team? I wonder. These draft guys, they spot a bargain, and they can see potential when nobody can see. Nobody can see in the pitch dark. They seem to have those night vision goggles when it comes to FPL assets. Because yeah, Saka, Salah, what a way to fit it in. Buemo, and even I don't know how he's fitted in all this. A bit of everything. Even with Chelsea with James, it's something. Wow, that's a very impressive team. Even with Anderson, they can do something coming off the bench. I suppose there was nothing between Wilson and Isak, but that's only nitpicking. But great score, 85, well done. But nobody's going against the Haaland. Obviously, everyone's on Haaland. This year we have well, I was reading 81 entries on my phone, but it just says 79 here. It's about the same who have entered last season. So just going down a bit more, Liam Hurd there in seventh with Kieran Kiley, seventh, who bet me in the knot. I'm devastated. Kieran, lots of people gone with Maddison. Very, very good value, 7.5. Of course, I was looking at them, but I've kind of wanted to get in Eze. It's just my own shout. This was Rashford, Watkins. So that's it's another sort of templatey team as well, but that's the way to go. We're serious players. We're in it to win it. And that's what you got to do. Sean Gilday, getting a great start as well. Diaby with that goal with Newcastle. Watkins getting the assist. So yeah, good shout there. And Gary as well. That's a great away performance to Sheffield United. So Owen Cunyon in there, Dave Martin, Thames Ironworks. What's he been doing? Rashford, Saka, he's gone with Bowen. He likes his West Ham this book. Yeah, he got in Maguire, he said, because he's going to West Ham. Well, that's not going to happen, I'd say. Imagine United having to pay him 15 million to go. God, they're not going to make any money back. Whatever West Ham pay for Maguire, Harry wants half the fee, half the transfer of himself. Oh, I give up. Great stuff though. You got with the two Chelsea that will keep him in good stead. The Luton and Forest games coming up. Stupian Shaw, very, very good. Darwin, that's just a shout. Yeah, very interesting. Rice, the West Ham connection. So good luck to him. Rory Harford, we're seeing his team joining in there. So the two of them neck and neck. 82, like what you expect. They are seasoned high class players, and we just have to watch and learn and improve with these guys in our leagues. Shane, Luigi Healy, well done, Dylan Lyons there, good stuff. Yeah, the Shane over in Australia as well, and of course that is another template team. Word for word, possibly. I'm not going to get up Andy from Let's Talk, but just looking off, he's got, apart from I suppose Matoma here, Andy's got Embuemo. So apart from that, it looks quite the same anyway. But that's the way it is. Yeah. And these guys, look, 572,000. That's the way to go. 81 points. Love it. Connor Freely, well done. Terrific 80 there. John C. Halpin in there, 79. Luke Walsh, well done. Lots of 79, 78s. Jackie Coyne in there. Dara Hunt. Quick Mick in there. Yeah, Marky Phillips. Okay, Cabore's come on for Stones, I'd say. Maddison. Yeah, and Buemo. There's not really a step wrong. Bench is not as good as what we saw with Joey Neenan's. Jeez, Joey's is just amazing. Getting Botman in there is just mind-blowingly good. But yeah, Marky's got a good team there, very, very solid. I think he's got me by a point as well. I'm on 76. So I'll take this start. Trust me, I'll take it. Huey Kearney, thanks for joining. I think that's the older of the brothers of the Kearneys. Thanks for joining, bro. Saw you at the Centre of Excellence as well. The amazing Brackloon Devils winning out the Inter-Townlands of Ballyhaunis. Well done. Onana, TAA, so Foden. Yeah, look, some people just like to have a little twist and a gut and a high expectation of Foden there against Burnley, and he just did not deliver. He looked good, nice haircut, looks fit, but didn't bring much bacon home in that game. Very, very maybe it's just early days, of course. And yeah, look, it's only game week 1. The big friendly giant, Diarmuid Phillips, as well, just ahead of me. Yeah, Chilwell looks good every minute. Son, again, little twist there. There's just a bit of personality, a lot of expectation with Nicholas Jackson here, but with him, and Nkunku, massive injury with Nkunku. With that kind of neuter Chelsea a touch, I'm not so sure. That's a big blow, although they have Moise Caicedo now, and maybe Romeo Lavra from Southampton as well. So Chelsea are also linked with Michael Olise from Crystal Palace. So I don't know what's going on. Like, it's just Chelsea. Like, I don't know how they can swing it. Okay, 26. So getting further. Ethan Kane's in there. Thank you for joining. Aidan Han Solo Fitz is in there. What's he done? Johnson, I like John. I have Johnson on my Sun Dream team. I love Johnson. Ezra is brilliant for the Sun Dream team. Loads of shots on target. You get points for it. Odegaard instead of Martinelli. Yeah, that 2 attacking Arsenal and the defender was the way to go. Again, this is very templatey, except for the Johnson there and Odegaard. Just a little twist. If you just have to go with it, and Botman on the bench is fantastic. So I wouldn't be panicking with any of these that are slightly off the template. I would just be backing what your instinct was at the beginning. No harm. Trippier, okay, didn't frustrating end to last season. Kieran Trippier, really 1s and 0s and 2s, and but he was probably one of the only ones that didn't pick up any attacking returns the other day against Villa. So and now he's got City away, and is it Liverpool or somebody next? Newcastle. So yeah, that's again template enough, Diarmuid. Thanks for joining us again. Nicholas Lowman, my manager at the Royal Albert Hall, my evening job, a good solid start. Yeah, Nicholas is a Fulham fan, so Andreas is in there, and he got an assist there. Baldock is coming. Aranji is a frustration, but he was cheap, so I can see why he's got him in. Zhao Saka, no brainer. He's gone up in price. So yeah, TAA for next week. I've got a few things to think about myself. Balder. So good start for Nicholas there. Morgan Lyons, just a quick look. The eye test, yeah. Darwin's in there, ready for Bournemouth next week. And depending if he's got any money, he can throw in another Liverpool midfielder. Could get a steal in March, but there's not anyone I would like to get rid of. I think Arsenal will do well against Palace away. Adrian Starman Phillips, let's have a quick look. 74. All these are terrific scores. I wouldn't worry about any of this. 74 to 93. It's okay, 19 points, but over the course of the season, it's all right. These two will play. They're ready to come on for the good game weeks, and James is in there. Chilwell is all the rage. I know he's getting forward quite well. Trossard is a differential against Martinelli. That's a frustration. But since you've picked Trossard, you'll just kind of just go with him and give him a chance because the law of averages, he probably will start the next day, but Well Nketiah be up front. So yeah, again, brave stuff. And Starman does not do anything by the template. He is an anti. So yeah, Sean Shaky, her doing his FPL draft. I'm in his draft. Ramsdale Shaw. Yeah, it's yeah, he's got his Eze. I like my Eze in there. I think he's gonna absolutely brilliant against Sheffield United. Starman the show. Didn't get any attacking returns, the frustration, a lot of assists with the sister. But yeah, everything about good with Palace will be coming through this guy here. And there's a doubt with Michael Elise with Man City and Chelsea in the background sniffing about. He's officially got some sort of a calf injury. Elise, great player though. Two of them together are just dynamite. So yeah, Sean Shaky, this is a good start. Bench is a bit dodgy, but yeah, the eye test is it's fine with that going forward. Martinelli, okay, Eze is quite similar to what I've been doing. Eze, Matoma, Rashford, Saka. Okay, Salah's the man there. So yeah, he's ready. He's ready for game week 2 with Salah. He's not gone with Bruno Fernandes. I just fancy Fernandes because a penalty. He'll be in the guts of loads of points this season. Patrick Kiley, thanks for joining. And Owen, can't go through everybody. Stevie Nolan, have a quick look. Stevie, Pickford, yeah, Gabrielle, Stupiencio. Yeah, very, very template. Watkins, okay, is ready for next week. As a Martinelli, okay, so good stuff. A lot of these people without the Liverpool for next week will be interested. Liverpool have got good fixtures coming up. Ryan Rorden's in there, Pat Caulfield. The CCC, Cal Crumpet Carney's in there. Onana, Henry. This lad likes to mix it up. 72 still a good shout. Frustration with Zhao on the bench there. I would have started him, penalty taker the whole lot. That's kind of it looks more like it should be like a 3-4-3 formation here, possibly. Carlson's going to cause issues. That's a frustration in there, and just pull your hair out. Maddison's this Man United next. I'd be thinking about holding the transfer and getting in Maddison if you want a Spurs lad in there, and then figure out what you want to do with Jackson. I prefer the 3-5-2. It's just more universal. But what do I know? 2.1 million player. Porkawan, former winner 2017 of the Christy Nicholson. He's got one Mount. That's pretty left field. I haven't seen anyone Mount, Gakpo. So yeah, look at this Barnes. Well done, Park. Good stuff. Not a lot on the bench. Was Vinicius is attacking. Trippier's in there. So on their day, this team can shine. So good stuff. And James Lyons, the Maverick, also known as the Maverick or the Mave. He came third last year in the Christy Nicholson. And okay, Martinez, not sure. Fernandez. Yeah, Fernandez. He must have captained Fernandez because he only got 3. So that's yeah, that's a bummer. Yeah, he did. He captained Fernandez. Now that he would have got 13 minus 3, so he would have got 82. I just think you just leave it on Haaland for the season, to be honest with you. That's where I'm at. So getting in Salah and blowing out my budget, and I'm not going to captain Salah, possibly mitigate against Salah with Diaz or back Watkins against Everton. Well, that was a good Everton performance the other day, and Villa just blew up with a high line. Duncan Hannon, 2018 winner of the Christy Nicholson. Can't go through them all, but what's Duncan done? Baptiste, he likes Baptiste. He only came on supporting role late on. Watkins, Salah is going to be a differential, so 70 is fine. It's a minimum what you want to be getting. You're not too far behind. And if you're with a team like this, I'm not panicking whatsoever. Stones has come in, obviously, or he's come off the bench. Possibly Baptiste has gone on, so that's it. I got that. I done that myself, Dunk. Done that myself. Botman, yeah, the possibly that was the man to come on if you could. So there you go. I like that team. I like that team going forward. I really do. Watkins as well for next week against Everton. So yeah, that's all we can say. Donny O'Brien, I'll give you a mention here, Donny. How you kicked off the season? What he likes is Onana, Arsenal support. Yeah, Saka. Oh, Havertz. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's it's just we're all characters and we all have our things. I have a thing about Eze. People have things about Havertz playing in a false number 9, but we've seen what he's doing at Chelsea. I'm sure he will come good. A high quality player, won the Champions League at Chelsea. Come on. But flatters to deceive a lot. Darwin. So a few differentials there. Quite off the template to touch. Botman, Darwin, Havertz. Eze, I'm counting as off the template, but only just. And it's good that he's got Colwell in there. Wissa, brilliant. So on this, that's the frustration with Darwin. That's why people haven't been going with Darwin. He probably will start the next day, but people are sick of this. We want more clarity on our picks. But this looks to me, Darwin, I'd have him again. So I'd definitely be playing Wissa. He looks really, really good. 3. See, that's the I'd be playing a 3 in this, but Donny will figure it out. Silvermans will figure it out. Ivan DeMello, thanks for joining us. Andy Cunyon, Tommy Cunyon, Niall Richardson, a 65. Yeah, Saka was captain. Okay, very, very brave of Chip. He's a big fan of this Paul guy. Grealish, frustration. Not a lot that came off the bench to help him at all. Garnacho, oh God, gotta go. Wan-Bissaka, yeah, well done. Good shout there. That saved you. Wow, that saved you, Nyler. My God, you're still in the game. But as we get further down, I wouldn't panic too much. Jimmy Crane is in here. Our resident Rossi, along with Connor Hussey. I haven't seen Connor Hussey yet. Where is Connor? Becker, that's a bit left field. Martinez, wow, that was a good call there. Trippier, okay. Saliba, Dunk. Well, this is very different. He likes his Casemiro. Trossard on the bench. Wowzers. Wow, you are unique, James, and let that be known forever. Eamon Phillips, thanks for joining us, brother. Connor's in here. The two Ross are on the same point, 64. A brim full of Asha on the 49 or 64. Let's have a look. Pickford, Mings is injured. That's an issue to be solved. Someone will have to come in for that. Unfortunately for Mingster. Stupid Rashford as a Salah. He loves that. This is the Connor is the Salameister with the Mo Salah haircut. Saka, Haaland, and Watkins. So this is solid for next week. Everything is solid. Just I think Gabriel will start. Pickford's a good rotation with Turner. Needs just have to maybe if he can afford to get TA in there, but probably possibly a Chelsea lad in there. Even if you can afford Chilwell at 5.6, I do it. Um, I've just been clocked out of that. If I want to get an upgrade from Stones to Trent, I won't have the 1.6. Say, Levy. Fergie Walsh, thanks for joining us in here. Just a quick butchers. Odegaard. Martinelli. James. I think James will come good, but is he playing a bit too? Is it a back three now that Chelsea are playing? We'll have to see. I didn't see the game, but yeah, Turner and Pickford again will rotate well. Konsa is all the rage. Andreas. So there's bits and pieces in that, Fergie. Kevin Kilbride, thanks for the lift there out to Foxford, yourself and Dara. Bayer, right. Okay, he probably came on for Stones. TA, solid. Left field with Ben Rama, but I'd always go Bowen. He's more of a threat. Wilson, right idea. Isak was the way to go, but it could be next week he could get a brace. I'm not putting anything past Newcastle going away to Man City. I wouldn't be surprised they were 3-1 up against City, and City had to scrape it 3-3. I think that was up in I think that was in St. James's, but whatever. Newcastle are here to stay. So Shawnee Fitzmaurice, thanks for joining us. Christy Kilcore, 61. He won't like that one bit. He's gone for Rashford here, so there's not. Yeah, the points just aren't there. It's a frustration. I like that team. TA, I suppose, he's got in early before of any price rise, ready for next week. He's got Salah, so Christie's ready to assault the Christie next week in game week 2. But the points have been already made, so people will be trying to mitigate these two, and that's a frustration. You've took the pain in the first game against Chelsea, and people against relieving their own pain against Liverpool doing well. So that's what you got to kind of learn in this thing is taking the hit at the start really worth the rewards in the second game week when everyone is already going to mitigate or lessen their damage that they will get from you. If that makes sense. Willie Nestor, yes, he's gone in with the Salah. That's very, very ballsy move that. Already taken on Haaland and the hitman. I always thought that he did the hitting. But by God, it's so risky going for this. And you got Leno as well. So close. But for going forward for next game week, I suppose he's going to go and keep on Salah. You have to do it now. But I wouldn't be adverse after the Newcastle game. That could be close. It could be a draw, and you can reap the rewards and get some of them points back. But going forward, I like this team. Areola will start. There's a bit on the bench. Brentford's good games going forward. So overall, there's not an awful lot there. It's just that you need to kind of when is it appropriate to really weigh up the risk rewards. That's the thing, and I think Burnley away, that wasn't the way I want to take a chance on that. But it's gut feeling this game, more or less. So thanks, Cyril Collins, Connor Keane, Sebastian Lewandowski, Danny Jordan, Adam Hickey, Robert Cunyan, and the Owen the Love Ball Raw with. He had a bit of a mishap with Haaland. He had him on the bench here. He forgot to sub him in. and his captaincy went to Johnson. Well, you got a clean sheet, so 58, and you've left Haaland on the bench, and you should have captained him. So that's 26 points. So, oh, and the love boat row from Claire Morris, he should be sitting on 84, which is an absolute bummer. But possibly if you take away that 6 up, not a 6, not an 84, more like a respectable 78. So it is what it is. Look, if that's the worst mistake they'll make all season, and going forward, this looks a good team. It is. This would be very close to the template. So you're there, you have it. Just manage and keep an eye on your team, and don't let the boys down. Don't let the dogs down. So John Kelly, our double time winner in 2015 and 16. Thanks Sean Klimiski for joining, and Robert McCormick. Thanks, bro, and the Ballyhaunis footballers and Station Rise. God bless you and good luck to you all in the league. So that's the roundup. It's a bit of a long one tonight, so let's have a bit of fun. This is the mock for this game week, and it's featuring Onana. I don't know if I can remember all the statistics of this, but yeah, that's fair. So I just thought, so I'll make it out. P.S. Congrats to Jack McGoldrick for his for that good score he leads the Christy Nick the Toon. So the Goonie Toons lead the Christy Nick on 93 points game week 1. So Onana reach for the stars. So here's Onana. He's cleaning out the whole of the Wolves defense and strike force, including that's Sasa, Kalashnik, whatever. That's him here. So Onana is here, but Sasa sees the stars, so he does. So he gets a pretty good clout in the head. The last minute penalty, Fergie time. He got like about loads of save points, two bonus points and save points alone, and he got a bonus point. So this is the moon. So he's reached he's gone over the moon. The moon is about I had all the 384,000 kilometers from Earth, which is about 238,000 miles. 238,000 miles. He's gone past Alpha Centauri, Proxima Centauri here. It's a three-star system. Alpha, Beta, Centauri, part of the southern constellation called Centaurus, and that's Proxima Centauri. And apparently, Obama has gone past this system, which is 4.24 light years away from Earth, which is the closest star system. Actually, Proxima Centauri is closer than the other two stars in the tertiary star system. And one's called Ptolemy, and the other one's called, I can't remember. Centaurus, yeah. That's the closest one to Earth, to the sun. I should say the sun. So 4.24 light years. What's that? What's a light year? 3.3 by 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. So it's about 299 million meters per second. That's the speed of light. And that's 4.24 light years from Earth. But he managed to get just to the black hole. Obviously, the ball is past the black hole. He never got there. That goes to infinity. The ball that was never got. So that's obviously further than the black hole, which is, I think it's 82 billion light years away. So that's the mock-up of Onana. I couldn't think of anything. Sorry, Robert McGoldrick. I have you in the thing, but I just couldn't come up with anything for you. I have no name or no nothing for you. Goldie, maybe, after the DJ, and the guy with the gold teeth, the actor Goldie, maybe Jack Goldie McGoldrick. the Goldmeister. Hey, I'll come up with something, but the Goonie tunes, I like that. 6 of your players are between Arsenal and Newcastle. But yeah, that's Onana. That's I've actually come up with a song for Onana as well. Um, Andre Onana. Ooh na 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 na. Give me a nimblicity, give me a anticipation, give me an his I don't want to have it, but give me a his super agility. Oh, I had this written down actually, but I have it. Give me disco DISCO. If any of you remember that anticipation, nimbleness. Oh yeah, yeah. Give me an our number one. Give me a anticipation. Give me a nimblicity. Give me a his super ability. Give me Andre Onana. Oh na 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 na. Yeah, that's the way that goes. So I have my own thing, and fair play to you, Nana. You got me the 9 points. You got me. I was stuck, and I'm glad. Everyone. Oh, let's go and get Pickford and Turner. Oh, they alternate very well. I think you're scratching my head. Trafford did very well against Man City, and he's actually. I think Trafford, for Burnley, is probably the best Burnley player on the pitch, but he was a Man City player. So 12 players and he's Trafford as well. Of course, he's from Trafford. That's old Trafford. I'm sure he's a City player though. God, he must be confused. But Turner and Pickford, it's like, oh, I want to give me the bucket, mate. Oh, but yeah, the templates I would say was took on. A few of them, a few of the lads like Jackie McGoldrick and I would say Jackie Maloney, and one or two others definitely did beat the template, but the template won generally. Um, and if you went with the template, you're sitting on about 70 odd points. Some probably 80, 80, 84. So there you go. Boring is cool. So that's what we have for tonight. I'm just going to go and I'm either going to get in TAA and upgrade Stones, or I can just upgrade Kabori, get the TAA, and maybe go with a 5-4-1. But I'll figure it out anyway. I'll figure it out closer to the day. Okay, thanks very much, folks. I don't think there's a 12:45 game next game week on Saturday. I think actually you should look at this. Just to give the lowdown official. Is there a Friday game? Pick the team. Yeah, I'm not going to panic. I'm not going to do any wild cards. So there is a Friday game. Oh, these Friday games, and I'm not going to get out of bed for that. But it's Forest versus Sheffield United. Oh, whoopie do. There's no 12:45, which is a myth off. I like the 12:45 for work reasons, but I'll be at this game. Um, United Spurs, and I really, really obviously I've got three United players in that team. I want United to do well, and I'm not bothered what happens to Tottenham whatsoever. They need to further their own path in my regard. I just have real estate there. That's I'm timeshare um season ticket holder at Tottenham. I just like football. Come on, it's a good game. It's a pastime. City, Newcastle, so Villa and Everton, Watkins. That's going to be scary. And look, I think West Ham can do something against. I have a West Ham top in the cupboard. I'm going to wear that next week. Okay, got the West Ham shirt. Um, I think they can do something against Chelsea, Palace, Arsenal. I just, um, yeah, I'm still going to go all out. I will have Eze in that team, so I'll be hoping for a few goals in that game. So look, I'm very happy. Apart from the mitigation with a Liverpool, I can get a Liverpool. I'm not going to do a -4 to get someone in. No way. I'm staying away from -4s and any early transfers or any free hits or anything. It's just they're all going to be stacked to the end somewhere. And I'm very happy where we are going forward, even for next week, game week 3, which is just like game week 3 is on the 25th of August, so it's not far away. It's only 10 days away. Chelsea Luton, that's the one where we all have to. I got Colwell, so I have a Chelsea start. That was premeditated. But by then, I think Chilwell would probably be 5.8 at that stage. So it's probably worth getting in somehow by hook or crook. Bournemouth Spurs now start coming good. So Maddison is in there. Lots of people will have Maddison. So yeah, Spurs of Burnley. Look, I wouldn't be saying Spurs are going to hammer Burnley and Sheffield United, or if they had Kane, yeah, I'd be more confident. But and then Arsenal so I can see that Maddison thing could be a real problem. I'll have to double think. I'm kind of erring now, not spending all my money just in case I need to kind of upgrade Matoma, whose fixtures get worse around the time when Spurs fixtures go good, I think. Yeah, Newcastle United and United. They're capable of beating them, don't get me wrong. But then you'd want them back for these two. But you could get away. Villa was meant to be a tough game. I'm sure it is. Liverpool, Bournemouth in between. So I think I will be sacrificing definitely Matoma to get a Maddison in and make sure. That's why I really, really am happy to have the money, 4 million sitting there. Anyway, that's where we are at the moment. Take care, folks. Let's see if we'll have more than 8.8 million. That's really not that's not it's worrying. Okay, take care. Hopefully that has rounded everything up. God bless, and thanks for listening. Tune in, folks. Give us a like or subscribe, leave a comment, and yeah, take care, folks. Go out.